Okay, so in light of all the Sylvia changes, I've decided it might be better to try and learn Adela instead. Like, she kind of got compensation buffs, but at the same time, like, you know, a lot of the meta routes, this is just like, I guess, stuff that I replaced it with. Like, a lot of the, I mean, even if it's your save plans, like, I guess it's kind of caught up to Devil's Marksman not being buildable. Like, definitely when, Devil's Marksman first became RNG, a lot of the top builds are still, thingy. So I don't know, I feel like she's probably going to be kind of volatile, and I was also interested in Adela. So I went and looked on DeckGG for some builds or whatever. I ended up seeing like a build that was basically this, but only 4 zones, stopped in pond, and had the butler suit instead of cardinal robes. I really just wanted to, or part of the reason for picking this is that I wanted to find a use for this extra oilcloth, or the extra oilcloth I'm gonna have, since like the build only needed 1. And so that's part of the main reason this is here. Last zone is either alley or chapel, depending on which is more convenient, really. But plan would be to either exit through pond here and teleport, exit through pond here and teleport, probably. Or possibly like go from pond into cemetery to try and contest tree, although I don't really expect I'll be fast enough for that. Wait, this is 4th zone weapon? I guess I don't need much from hotel. Oh. Oh, this is probably, oh, what this is probably trying to do is go to archery range, you know, pick up stuff, walk through hotel, hope that I get like cloth and ore, just like walking along to the teleporter and then teleport out immediately. It's actually kind of like that Kathy build, like school start, where it's like school, archery range, and then walk through hotel, and like don't need a ton of stuff from hotel, and then, you know, go to cemetery and do like 4th zone stuff. So I'll probably do a bit more extensive testing than I might normally for this, just because it's something I partly made up. And actually I think practice mode has like a start now thing now. Yeah, quick start.
It's my move. I know what's coming.
Oh, I'm like used to the loading thing. Oh, this calls for 3 needles. This is like a really bad spawn, I think, for this specifically. Although I guess I can get more needles later.
Like,
but I can't get more of those bandages.
A tactical installation. Takes a lot of strength to draw a bow. Like this? What's inside? I'll just peek in. Is that rude? Like this?
I should probably be using my E to go a bit faster.
Let's see. I'll make something else. Onward to victory.
I'm at least not without any kind of weapon upgrades until then. Wait, actually, oh. Yeah, not having a day-night transition is actually the reason to not do practice mode, I think.
My mind is calm. Useful. Like this?
Oh. Okay.
Something good'll be inside. Like this? I'll make something else. Promotion. No time to get sentimental. This is enough. Something good'll be inside. I'm surprised I could make this myself.
I think 3 minutes in is already nighttime.
Injuries are just a matter of probability. What's inside? I'll make the first move. I'll make the better than before. This is enough.
I guess if I go to alley, I can also prep thingy.
This allows for new strategies.
This is like in a way of showing chat. I guess it's like 305 when tree spawns.
Not so different from a chessboard. Something good'll be inside. Useful.
It actually built really fast.
Game start. Promotion. No back. You really didn't see this coming. Promotion. You really didn't see this coming. Better than before.
Okay, I'm gonna explode and I guess go into like an actual versus AI game. Because I really want to know what the time of day ends up being for stuff.
It's my move.
Okay, this has quick
I
start
know
too.
what's coming.
That's nice. Also, I might just eat my bread at the beginning.
The experiment will now begin. Satellite radar activated.
At least I made it. Let's see. This allows for new strategies. Being an archer requires immense amounts of concentration. What's inside? Castle. Doesn't look too bad. I kinda miss my bed. What's inside? Doesn't look too bad. Better than before. Right. Let's see. This allows for new strategies. My mind is calm. Useful. Check. At least I made it. Like this? Something good'll be inside. Useful.
Bring it on!
I'm surprised I could make this myself. My mind is calm. Better than before. Not bad, wouldn't you say?
Okay, I think here I teleport to cemetery, maybe?
What's inside? I could lose an arm or a leg, but not my head. I see there was a tactical installation. Death.
A subject has been terminated.
I definitely lose this to someone's actually routing for it.
I'll make a move. Promotion.
I don't even need to craft that.
Death follows defeat. Useful. Something good'll be inside.
Oh yeah, I guess I could make burnish right now.
Not bad, wouldn't you say?
It's like this thing plus that thing.
Checkmate. Useful.
I might as well do this for the mastery.
This is enough. You really want to see this? I'll make the next move. The god of chess is artificial intelligence. This can't be. Where did I...
Yeah, it certainly... this at least doesn't seem horrible or anything. I think the main thing is just it's like a little weird to get the cross at the end. Let's see. That might be part of why this was picked. Oh, this needs more leather and another feather duster, so like another short rod and I'm not really a fan of having to find another short rod and feather and whatnot. Especially because I'll have to like hold on to the feather from hospital until I get 2 pawn, so it's like an extra inventory slot taken up. I suppose in this case I do have to hold on to the oiled cloth. Like this is taking up one thing. Butler suit is taking up this. I guess with the windbreaker, since I can't craft it till I get that, it's like 3 things in total. Like 1, 2, 3. Versus this, which is like 1, 2. And also just requires fewer components. I just need to get 2 more components on top of what everything else is here, instead of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5 on top of what I'm already getting. No, I'll try. I think I'll try this out. I think I'll run it just like 1 more time. Just to make sure, because I am planning on just going to ranked immediately, just because I don't really want to play norms, just because matchmaking can be very imbalanced, which is both like not super fun if I just get stomped by someone that's way easier or way better than me.
The experiment will now begin. Satellite radar activated.
And also like not fun for newer players if I'm stomping them, just because I get my build online quick.
This? This allows for new strategies.
Like I definitely ended up just like killing newer players quite a bit on characters I don't even know how to use, just because I like finish my build very quick and they don't. Okay, I would like 1 more chocolate. Okay, cool.
Nobody is dumb enough to relax in this place. At least I made it.
Just gonna go ahead and eat my bread.
Better than before. Like this? What's inside? A tactical installation. The pond isn't so bad. Onward to victory. At least I made it. Let's see.
I really need a mousetrap. Okay.
Useful.
Oh, I still need that ruby afterwards.
Not bad, wouldn't you say? Useful. Something good'll be inside. Sometimes I could make this myself.
Okay, the spiked plank will have to come later.
I could lose an arm or a leg, but not my head. A tactical installation. Life is a game that only ends at death. Information determines victory or defeat.
A new area has been restricted.
I like the tidiness of it here.
This one actually free up inventory.
This is enough. You really didn't see this coming. Useful. You really didn't see this coming.
I guess I'm gonna walk over to Uptown at this point.
Wouldn't you say? You really didn't see this coming.
Well, actually, wait, no, I still need the cross.
Let's see. Better than before. The god of chess is artificial intelligence. Looks like families used to live here. That's not bad.
I need to figure out how much vision that actually gives.
What's inside? I'll make something else. Checkmate. Let's see. Promotion.
A subject has been terminated.
I'll make the first move. 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 You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't.
Subject has been terminated.
Okay. Oh, the other thing I could have done too is make health potions if I found bottles in chapel. It's like the whole reason I took the time to make that.
The houses here are nice.
A subject has been terminated.
Be a dog like right here.
Promotion.
A new area has been restricted.
No time to get sentimental.
Okay.
This can't be. Where did I blunder?
Okay. So then yeah. Anyways, yes, this is Sylvia stuff. I apparently didn't take much notes. I don't remember why that was. It's been a little bit. Sure, save changes. Anyways, yeah, I'm mostly gonna be focusing on like character kit stuff. Like getting used to playing Adela. Not that I like haven't played her before, but like I haven't played her much. See, how many games total? I'm curious about that. Let's see, going by character. Looks like I've played 20 games total. I apparently won one game. I don't remember that. Yeah, it looks like 7 games solo, probably some duos and squads. Yeah, like a very low number of actual games. I think I kind of know what the combo is, but like in the bot game, I was definitely forgetting to like use my E as like part of the combo. Oh, I didn't realize there's both work harder in and try harder in. Okay. At some point I'll spend this. I'm at least playing characters that have skins now. Potentially, anyways. 'Cause, like, I'm playing some Kiara duos. And, you know, I was maybe gonna try and learn Sylvia, and then stuff happened, and I'm probably gonna try and learn Adela. So we'll see. Yeah, it seems like the chocolate chip ice cream stuff is kind of just the easiest thing to build on this route. Like food wise. Choco ice cream. I don't have lighters in this. This would take forever to build. I don't actually know how to make lemon custard. I really need to add a thing that like shows you what the build path is for stuff, because that's definitely one of the yeah, it's just really annoying. Could not have. Soju. Oh yeah, I guess I can make this pretty early. But it seems like the thing to do is just to eat all my SP stuff just to free up space for the most part. I don't think I really have SP regen items, do I? Oh, this has some SP regen. That's HP regen, SP regen, percentage. Yeah, so not a ton in this build. Actually, apparently I can make birthday cake. Oh yeah, because I think it's like a... What's it? I think it's like lemon plus egg, basically. Yeah, lemon I can find in hospital, I think. Yeah, and so I could also go for birthday cake. That might be better. It would get rid of my bread. It's also just more healing. I think I'd also end up with like way more though. Because if it's like 2 breads, then that's gonna be 4 real citrus cakes. So 8 birthday cakes in total, potentially. Which I guess probably just means that I find like 1 lemon, make the 2 citrus cakes, find like 2 eggs, like 2 or 3 eggs along the way. I think at some point lemon was called real lemon, and they like changed the icon to look more like a lemon. Actually, like 3 minutes is not too bad for a queue. If it were to actually work. Yeah, let's see what other types of food can I make. Chocolate chip cookie, I'm not going to count because I think that's butter plus chocolate, so it would require gathering twigs. I guess whiskey bonbon, maybe if I really need to. Oh yeah, what's lemon custard? Oh, that's just lemon plus egg. Oh, it makes 3. Interesting. It only stacks to 5. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Bum bum. Ugh. Yeah, at some point I will go back to Kathy, but I also just want to see how she shaked that too, since she got reworked and has been getting like nerfed and stuff quite a bit, because she was apparently like really overtuned. Oh, it looks like most of it was like cooldown nerfs, like increasing the cooldown on Q. I guess that ends up with auto attack speed, so it would end up being a lot of attack power. Oh, actually, this might be done particularly with Creed, like oh. Yeah, this actually got really good with Creed, I think. And it's like maybe why Creed, part of why Creed is being built. I assume it's mostly just for like the attack power and defense and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely synergize. And also just with the attack power stacking in general. Although this is still pretty good. No cooldown reduction though. Oof. Well, I did yawn. I'm not nearly as tired as I was yesterday. I'm pretty sure anyways. Yeah. Man, yesterday I was just like, didn't sleep enough. And so I ended up being really tired for duos block and just like making a bunch of mistakes I probably wouldn't have. I just wasn't tired. Oh, okay. I didn't realize Apricot Sword built in this other stuff. So it's probably like at least 2 zones. I mean, I can see. It is 2 zone minimum. Hotel Forests. Okay, Hotel Cemetery. Uptown Hotel. I guess Hotel is probably in most things just because of the ore plus needle. Actually, it might be ore plus needle plus cards, actually. Like almost everything. And then Uptown would be flower. Oh yeah, I guess there are flowers in Uptown. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Oh, cool.
It's my move. I know what's coming.
Looks like we have one Ava player. Oh wait, there's like a bunch of people starting hospital. I guess I'll just have to hope for a good spawn and whatnot. I feel like I saw this person before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen water. Oh, and a boomer. Back at it again. Pretty sure I've seen water bottle before. As well. Yeah, I have no idea which distribution zone this
Experiment
is.
will now begin. Satellite radar activated.
Fortunately, I don't actually need the last needle. And I will sack.
Let's see. A tactical installation.
Sack my water, because I just need this.
Being an archer requires immense amounts of concentration. At least I made it.
Wait, what? Okay. Actually, I might not have actually needed to go here.
Like this? What's inside? Castle. I prefer games of mind over body. I kinda miss my bed. Like this? What's inside?
Can you not? I guess that's probably an A boomer. I
At
think they're
least
the
I
only
made it.
cis.
I'll make something of
A subject has been terminated.
this. Something good will be inside.
I feel like I just started having a bunch of lag.
A tactical installation. The pond isn't so bad. Onward to victory. Doesn't look too bad. Rook. What's inside?
Can you not?
recovery. All the same to me. Useful.
A new area has been restricted.
I had to make that move. I'll make something else. This is enough. The pond isn't so bad.
Oh, you're extremely low. Okay, tree is gone.
Something good'll be inside. My mind is calm.
I just need leather for that.
A subject has been terminated.
Useful.
Maybe I'll end up going to temple or something.
Information determines victory or defeat. Useful. What's inside? I'll make that move.
A subject has been terminated.
I'm surprised I could make this myself. Something good'll be inside.
There's no escape.
Good thing everyone's gone. I hate crowds. Sometimes it's luck. Something good'll be inside.
Actually, I'm gonna see where people are and teleport.
Promotion.
A new area has been restricted.
I'll make that move.
I probably should have teleported faster.
I like the tidiness of it here. I'll make something else.
A subject has been terminated.
Promotion. I'll make this move. I had to make that move. Promotion. Might be something useful here. You really didn't see this coming.
A
Promotion.
subject has been terminated.
I really need mana.
It's a good atmosphere to play a couple games. Promotion.
Subject has been terminated.
This can't be. Where did I blunt?
Okay. Oh, look, the Ava that tried to greet me died before I did. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Okay, so I don't want to hear myself. Also, yeah, okay. Yes, I'm going through here. I'm kind of wondering if I should have gone for the lemon-based stuff since I did find lemons. Yeah, so here I don't think I'm too far behind. I need to see what happened with the E. Yeah, it said skill not ready, but I don't know why. So I was like in the circle. I'm gonna look up her ability. Adela. Let's see, castling. Fun queen. Wait. Deal damage. Deals as much damage as promotion. Reactivating the skill within 4 seconds when maker switch places within rooks remain for 8 seconds. Flagging another rook will cause the first rook to disappear. Pretty sure I was hitting the right button. 3, 4. I don't know what happened there. But that ended up actually costing quite a bit of time. Let's see, what was in that last box? There was an egg there. Okay, it opened and closed that too quick. I also just want to see like how many eggs were around just to see how good lemon might have been. So that's 1 egg. Got... Okay. Whatever. I didn't actually check that box. Oh yeah, and then NA Boomer tried to stop me a bit as well. Did they die? I guess they were still in the game. Oh, they were doing Pell Torrent. Okay. I wonder if I should have just tried to fight them here after they did that. Like, finish this weapon and then fight them just because, like, you get them to knock it off. I guess they ended up with blue weapon too. Yeah, I don't know. I have like basically nothing done. Yeah, here it was seeming like I was getting lag compared to what I normally have. Felt real weird. But yeah, let's see. I'm leaving. Geez, I'm leaving third zone at like a while. How long did I spend here? Spent, I guess, around 40 seconds. I think the bigger issue is I spent the better part, like pretty close to a minute in archery range, because I think I like zoomed out like 30 something. So I spent almost 50 seconds in archery range. Probably because I messed this up, but well. Okay, and then I have to go a long way to check for cloth. I end up getting to pond. So I guess another thing here is that it's probably better for me to just go straight into trying to make a weapon. Because this actually takes a really long time. Yeah, and then she's all like, oh, I got my weapon done. Oh, look at me. So I have to leave. I could have maybe stopped right here to craft. Like gone back. I don't know. Because I think she'd given up on me, but I'm really just not sure. Like she was like farming, so she probably would have seen me and started attacking me again. Looks like there was a ping on the boar. And like for this, I think I need to like Q and then W basically right after. Like I think that would have been one combo. But, like only part of it hit. But yeah, compared to where I was like during testing, like I don't know, I like had everything and just needed a little bit of leather at this point and was in cemetery and was grabbing Tree of Life. I'm also not really sure what I should be doing for SP if I don't get Scotty, because I was really having issues. Like even though I've got EOD boots, it seems like that's probably not actually enough by itself. Yeah, I don't really have base until after pond. Where is thingy? Here is thingy. Yeah, since like ponds, and then let's get rid of this. It's like either pond, alley. Oh, this is kind of me collecting water. Or like pond, cemetery, or like pond, chapel. I just have to like try and grab a bunch of like milk and other stuff in chapel, maybe, or something. I think I probably should have E'd up there. Actually, no, if I did that, she'd just ease over this wall, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely actually feeling like the taking extra zone to have any kind of chest piece technology. I end up changing it just because of that, or changing this build just because of that. Or like trying out the butler suit. Oh, I could have also grabbed that flower. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna, I think, be done with this review. Okay. Let's see if I place in top 3 of the match. Oh. Interesting. I wonder if the game I was just in, like, just finished or something. Okay. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, this bug is getting really annoying. It keeps saying, oh, you got this like icon thing to do. But I don't know why. It's really annoying. See that thing pop up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna change this to that. Actually, it's just that. But yeah, I'm guessing that Ava got really chunked just from like doing bears or something. So I'm not sure when they died. Yeah, I think that game too. I just ended up like super behind. Like probably not worth looking too much at like the Jan fight or John fight or however his name's pronounced. I mean, I guess I might as well look at it some here while I wait. Like, still review. This is still post game. Like here, I'm not even. Oh yeah, dude, this is the first time in a while I finished build day 2. I think. Yeah, it's like day 2 and I'm barely finishing my build. Versus like the practice thing I did, where like I'd gotten almost everything by the start of night 1. Kind of wondering too if it would be better just to have like literally anything built. Dobok doesn't seem good. Sunset armor, I'm gonna put as a maybe. EOD suit seems like it'd be hard to build. How does this even build out of? Oh no, I am not requiring another ruby and gemstone. EOD, that's gonna like be a steel plate though, among other things. Yeah, windbreaker band. Oh, and another bandage. Yeah, that would put me up to like 3 bandages, I think, which I'm also not willing to do. Yeah, you know what? Let's show the incomplete items too. Well, that's for Dobok. Keypal. I think that like builds into, yeah, it builds into Changpao. So this would require finding scissors here, finding an extra cloth, finding a razor in hospital. I think my inventory might get too congested with this. On the plus side though, I would end up with flower liqueur. What can I build up by though? Zone 3, so like in hotel.
It's my move.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance to like both NA Boomer and maybe that last Yawn are in this game. That's a lot of Yukis. I'm also kind of wondering if there's just like a better arm piece to build. I mean, burnished is probably easier to build, but I guess it would require an extra bracelet. Might not be a bad thing to swap to. Yeah, we've got NA Boomer in here again. I don't remember, that's the Yawn from last time. I don't remember any of these other people's names. Oh, the Corgi person I remember seeing. We got a scazillionaire over here. Wonder how he made all his money. Maybe Bitcoin. I wonder if I'm just not very focused right now as well. Maybe I am still a bit tired. Definitely not as tired, but... Oh.
The experiment will now begin. Satellite radar activated.
Doesn't look too bad.
The archery range.
A tactical installation. I prefer games of mind over body. What's inside? At least I made it.
I still need shoes, and actually I really want shoes here.
I'll just peek in. Is that rude? At least I made it.
Otherwise I don't get it till alley.
Let's see. At least I made it. I'll make something else.
Actually, it's not showing this is my last zone for, what's that called? Needles either, because I added alley.
Onward to victory. A tactical installation. Did I hear it fall? At least I made it. Better than before. I'm surprised I could make this myself. What's inside?
Yes, I actually have quite a bit of time
Not bad.
this time
wouldn't you say?
around, so I'm gonna grab this.
What's inside?
Make some of this.
My mind is calm.
Try and kill that dog.
Winning, control, recovery.
Try and calm better. And now I need to get going.
What's inside?
Milk.
This allows for new strategies. Here's death follows
wait.
defeat.
What is going on here?
You really didn't see this coming. I'll make the first move.
A subject
Okay.
has been terminated. A subject has been terminated. A new area has been restricted.
See, so what do I actually want to do here?
I had to make that move.
A subject has been terminated.
Side. Life is a game.
I would like to avoid drawing too much attention to myself since I really need some wool out of here.
Know thy enemy and know yourself. It's a good atmosphere to play a couple games. Something good'll be inside.
Actually, I should make... yeah, I'm just gonna drink it all.
Promotion.
A subject has been terminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Better than before. I'm surprised I could make this myself. I'll make something else. Better than before. Well, you no longer need it. The houses here are nice. I'll make this move.
A subject has been terminated.
You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. Information determines victory or defeat. Something good'll be inside. Looks like families used to live here.
A new area has been restricted.
Actually, I also need ice.
Let's see.
I think I'll head up over towards hotel.
For their
That one is missing an item.
You really didn't see this coming.
A subject has been terminated.
See, so they got their Pelithor online, but not much
Spies
else.
on the beach.
A subject has been terminated.
Rules are born.
Okay, no one has cams here, so that's good. For me.
Something good will be inside.
A subject has been terminated. 10 survivors remain. A subject has been terminated.
And know yourself.
Someone is consistently eliminating survivors.
See this coming. No time to get sentimental. What's inside?
Wonder if all the ice is taken at this point. I'd also believe that the ice is taken, actually.
A subject has been terminated. Someone is consecutively eliminating survivors.
Okay, and no ice confirmed. Jeez.
You really didn't see this coming.
I'll make it.
I had to make that move. Something good will be inside. I'll just peek it.
A subject has been terminated.
Just part of the game. Promotion.
A new area has been restricted.
Okay, finally.
Not bad, wouldn't you say? Onward to victory. What's inside?
Geez, I could go for another trio play. Go for some other
kinda miss
stuff.
my bed.
Also, just like go for more
GameStop.
oriental herbs and make some more food.
You really didn't see this coming.
I'll make the first move. A subject has been
I
terminated.
think I'm gonna actually make purified
Someone
water.
is consecutively eliminating survivors.
That look is getting really big. That's going to be a problem.
I had to make that move. Nobody is dumb enough to relax in this place. Forest and nature are just probabilities for me to control.
Okay, so someone did take the Tree of Life, so we're at least here at some point. Oh, there's actually someone still here. Well,
This'll hurt. All right, let's go. This'll hurt.
Promotion. Forest and nature are just probabilities for me to control.
I'll make the first move.
Make me mad.
Subject has been terminated. 5 survivors remain. A new area has been restricted.
okay, I think I will pick this up just because I want healing
I'm gonna take a
reduction.
break to figure this all out.
I think I'll pick this up too, just for the CDR.
Forest and nature are just probabilities for me to control.
Okay.
What's inside?
I think the plan now is going to be to make more boiling water and make some oriental concoction.
Like a queen falling from the sky.
Or alternatively, more purified water.
Something good will be inside. Be prepared. I'll make the first move. I'll make the first move. Just part of the game. Rules are born from irregularities. You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. Know thy enemy, and know yourself. Like a queen falling from the sky. Let's see. For there to be a winner, there needs to be a loser. Well, you no longer need it.
A subject has been terminated.
Didn't see this coming.
Someone is dominating Lumia Island.
Nope.
A new area has been restricted.
Oh, I guess a wick has spawned now. That might have been something good to go for. Indecisiveness is bad though, so I'm just gonna go farm a bit. Yep, figured the Luke would get that.
Promotion. Promotion. I had to make that move.
Actually, I think I can get rid of this now.
You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. Promotion. 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 No time to get sentimental. Rules are born from irregularities.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go straight for the console.
Promotion. I'll make the first move.
Okay, the Luke is coming here.
Information
Oh, they're
determines
fighting up
victory
this
or
way.
defeat.
Found you.
That person has 15 mastery. I do not want to be a part of any of this.
I'll make the first move. You really didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not be where everyone is right now.
Forest and nature are just
I'm gonna go to Avenue,
possibilities for
actually.
me to control.
A new area has been restricted.
Actually, I should probably try to third party some of this. I don't know.
I'll just peek in. Is that rude? I'll make the first move.
You know, I am just gonna go farm a bit.
Promotion. You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. Rules are born from irregularities. Good thing everyone's gone. I hate crowds.
Oh, and actually, if I'm fast enough, I can get a gold chest.
Promotion. I'll make the first move.
think I grab this, teleport to forest, and then head over.
Might be something useful here.
Ooh.
This allows for new strategies.
I think I'll use this.
Rules are born from irregularities. You really didn't see this coming. For there to be a winner, there needs to be a loser. You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. Promotion. You really didn't see this coming.
The temporary safe zone will be designated soon. A subject has been terminated. For 3 survivors remain.
Whatever it is, I'll clean it up for you.
You really didn't see this coming. You really didn't see this coming. I kinda miss my bed. Well,
Well, it's here.
promotion. Promotion.
The temporary safe zone has been designated.
Promotion. I'll make the first move. You really didn't see this coming. Check. I'll make the beat the terror. Promotion. Already done. My next move is run. I'll just peek in. Is that rude? Okay, I'm gonna take a break to figure this
Okay.
all out.
Yeah, part of the reason I knew that I could do that is because I knew that I just had like way more timer than them.
I'll make the first move. I'll make the first move.
Well, it's here.
I'll make the first move.
Whatever it is, I'll clean it up for you.
Already done.
Well, it's here. I'll handle it.
Check.
The subject has been
Okay.
terminated. Someone is dominating.
I wonder if I would have
Luna
actually been able to win that. It did seem closer than I expected. Where did it get placed? Silver. Okay. Silver 4. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, I guess there was 2 battle torrents to sell us. Okay. Oh, actually, I placed top arena match. That's right. DLC. Oh, it's already open. Okay. I ended up making Americanas. I made a lot of SP food this game. Actually, I kind of just made a lot of food in general this game, I think. I think I'm gonna go to the point where I like teleport roughly and then look past there, because I don't think there's too much to look at for the early parts. Because like I ended up having like a pretty good amount of breathing room. Oh, and I got the dog this time without you know messing everything up. Oh yeah, and there's like that Kathy killing a Shoichi. Yeah, and here I think I decided to just like let them go because you know they're gonna kind of do whatever. And I also figured that Kathy might get mad at me too if I took the kill. I didn't really want the Kathy to I don't know, just start running at me or something, since it seemed like I could get this pretty easy. Although yeah, here at this point I'm like, okay, well I don't have chest piece or arm piece, so I'm not really sure what I should be doing. Yes, I just do that and then I go over because I'm like, wait, my build's not done. I make that. Oh yeah, I make it immediately. Yeah, I really don't want to drop the spike plank. Might actually. I guess it didn't end up mattering too much, but I do feel like getting rid of all that SP stuff was not great. Yeah, and here I decided not to fight the Ava, which I think was probably fine because like I don't know if I actually win this. Oh no, actually no, we do fight, but she ends up getting away. Okay, what were items looking like? She was basically just down arm piece on me, kind of, but she has like healing reduction and other stuff. Oh, she's taking 2 things of food right now. Interesting. Yeah, I'm like pretty cool with letting this go just because I really wanted to make Scotty. Yeah, I think the Americanos were actually good because this character does seem to actually need SP, like a good amount even after I get Scotty. Alright, let me see what I did with that dog. It's like Q, W. Oh, wait, no, I just need like Q auto. Okay. I think that Cicella like dies immediately. Like I see the Luke and then I see Cicella die. Which, oh yeah, she's like not close to, or not very close to full build by day 2, so that's kind of just auto loss, I think, at this elo, maybe. Let's see. And then here it just takes forever to find ice. How long do it take to find ice? I'm like 643. I am at least farming along the way, so it's not like completely wasted time. Where do you get all the ice from later? Is it just that one little cluster? I do wonder if there's like something to be said for or you know, something to be gained by like trying to keep track of like where people spawned at the beginning of the game and trying to use that as like some kind of heuristic or other thing. Yes, I make Scotty. Okay, yeah, so there's also ice here. Yeah, so we're at like 107.45. Guard is probably around an hour in. No, a bit before that. Okay, yeah, there's only one person spawning in a hotel. That would not be a good heuristic, given that it was basically nowhere. Maybe like the middle ends up being a little bit better. Just because, I don't know, maybe people will go there less, but I'll just chalk this up to RNG. Oh yeah, wait, so 842. So I took roughly 2 minutes to find this, so I do think it's actually a good idea to be... Like, I do want this as soon as I can get it, for sure. But I do think it was like a good choice to actually, maybe... I hope I get this dog next. Yeah, I get this dog next. Yeah, the other thing... Oh wait, no, actually no, I used... I don't remember if I used all the ice that I found earlier. Does it only be a case where like holding on to ice would have helped if I could have? But I don't know that I should really be planning to do that all the time. I think I probably get those wolves though, if I'm like playing a little better. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like 2 kills that game. I think like one was kind of timer scam. Oh, not even. Oh, I don't. Oh wait. Oh, the count of them is dying to the zone. That's lame. So like one actual. Yeah. Yeah. Like the thing is with this character is that like if they just stood in the last safe area, like I would have just died to timer. Cause like I was about to die, I was not gonna be able to go back and like actually live. And they decided to continue chasing me for some reason. Yeah, let's like speed this up. Yeah, I think should have armed top left wolves for ice and 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm also kind of wondering if like EOD suit is actually the choice here, because like my current item should be like quite a bit of damage, I would think. I must have found ice off of someone else's body too. Because like I ended up with I think 12 purified water, and I only have enough for like 6 in total right now. Oh, yeah, I think I see like pings for the Nikki, and the Nikki. Oh, the Nikki had already like killed 2 people. Okay, I do want to see how this fight plays out. Because like definitely could have gone better for me. Oh wow, I completely whipped a combo. So let's see, let's look at, so they use their dash. Oh, you know what could have been good is while they're like moving, I would need to know like the range of the dash. But like once I see them dashing there, just like throwing a Q down here and then all my other stuff. Well, I guess I can do that, but just too late. Might also want to like throw stuff on top of me. Yeah, swap around. Wait, was I not eating food till now? I was not eating food till then. Which means that I went from like roughly half health to killing this person. I must have like hit like an actual good combo. Yeah. Do that. I think I use weapon skill and then I ult. Yeah, that was actually a ton of damage. Man, this character actually kind of just dumps damage. Oh yeah, and then I get more ice here. Oh, wait. Oh, I could have gotten... Okay, I don't know if I could have gotten it. But I could have, like... maybe thought about... wait, no, actually I could have gotten it. See, I think both components are actually an avenue. Yeah, I could have gotten glacial shoes. That would have been pretty huge, actually. I wonder if that was still on the body later in the game. I think instead I like head back over to what is it, forest, to like make food. And actually, especially if I'm like swapping the EOD suit, I think glacial shoes is a much better pickup. Just because it gives me like more defensive stats than just HP. Oh, I have almost 3k HP. Holy crap. I have a lot of HP. Yeah, let's see. I would like to kind of like flip through stuff because not much is happening right now. Yeah, I do think the decision to farm and go for a box is like pretty okay here. Yeah, everyone was like way up on mastery on me. Yeah, it does seem like if I can actually land my skills, I actually just deal a ton of damage. And I was like kind of looking to third party, but yeah, people were slippery enough that it didn't seem to... it would work. And then the Razi goes for the box, so I'm probably not going to get it. And then the Luke is there too. I'm going to grab the speed up thing real quick. Oh yeah, dude, this glacial ice was still there even later in the game. That would have actually been... okay, so slippers. Actually, let's just what was in that? So there's like slippers, so if I had picked that up... oh, you know what I should do is go to save plan, go to Adela, you plant. All transition items. For rapier, whatever. We'll add Scotty here. We'll add this here. I don't really know what else I want. Oh, actually, this is good. Oh, this isn't actually CDR. I thought it was CDR. It's still not bad, but Then I'm not gonna build Cabana, I don't think, so it'll make me a lot squishier. I don't think I want Halo, do I? Probably not. I think instead I'll just add Meteor Claymore to the roster. But I think I have something to do with Tree of Life, Meteorite, VF Blood. I guess the only thing is Mithril then. I guess just throw Mithril Shirt in there just because it's just a generally good item. Actually, Holy Order too. Let's just save this. Oh, right. I found the Kudala there. That's what it was. Okay. And we'll get over to the fights. A little bit more XP right at the end. Yeah, I'm still only at 12 mastery and they were at like 14. The person's at 17 mastery. Not sure why he's afraid of me. What level are they? Oh my gosh, VLC, can you just not do bad things? Yeah, actually, we're even level though. Maybe I just have way more health mastery than everyone. Oh, I have 3,400 health. Holy crap. Yeah, I have like 1,000 more HP than this Rousey, I think, right now. I don't know about that, Jackie, but jeez. Yeah, Rousey seems like a really bad matchup for me just because she moves around so much. No, Luke shows up. I was like, I want to grab this, but then Luke was coming after me. And he misses his thing. Oh, there's just like a Queen of Hearts sitting in there. Oh. Wait, what else was on this Jackie? So like better cameras. I think I probably could have gotten rid of at least the battle suit for extra cameras. I think that would have been good. Cube watch, probably very bad. Yeah. I also could have rearranged my food a little bit at this point, I think. Like, actually, if things go like basically the same and like I kill the Luke right there, I might actually win. If the Rousey just like suicides the timer again. Yeah, I don't know why she started outside the zone. Like she did, unless she was really low. I guess she wasn't full HP, but still. I had like, she got 43 right now. Yeah, I'm like up 10 seconds on her. Yeah, I'm like completely whiffing stuff. Oh man, I could have actually maybe won this if I hadn't used the combo and like whiffed it. Yeah, I just like threw out my W for some reason. Oh yeah, and I whiffed everything there too. I have to wait for her flip or something. Like she flips here. Actually, if she flips, I might be able to like hold it until she commits to the flip and then drop it where she's gonna be, and then she wouldn't be able to dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna need to play around dashes on this character a lot, I think. And she only has like 10 seconds left. And whew. Maybe she thought she would get her timer back. Actually, okay, I could see her going for that if she thinks she's gonna be able to like get her timer back. You know, with just like one more auto, like that type of thing. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Let's see. So then I think with that, it's time to queue up for third and final game of block. Yeah, I think issues I'm gonna have is like, I guess I didn't look at it, but like in that last fight with the Luke, I want to say he held like his thing where he just like goes behind me until I was like trying to drop something on him. And I guess I'm probably gonna have time to look. It's like I could maybe, actually I don't know if it turns my character model around whenever I cast Q. I think it probably would, in which case, okay. Wait, no, this was still in review. I spent a long time reviewing this game. Okay. But also, I guess at this point I might as well pre-food everything. Uses weapon skill. Okay, so then... So he actually did that before I even used my skill. So I, maybe you just assumed that I would do it. Yeah, if I had saved that until he did that, then yeah, I could have done a lot of damage. See, how close was this actually? I got him to like half health. Yeah, we were like kind of even health. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Because like I also would have been able to play a little bit differently too. Oh, certainly if I had hit both of those. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think there's actually a chance that I could have won that if I had played that a bit better. Because I guess at the end of the day, he was like still fairly squishy, probably. Yeah, like no defensive items actually. He has some defense and lifesteal, but no items with HP on it. And primary things that are meant to deal damage.
It's my move. I know what's coming.
I wonder if that's the same Rozzy. Actually, probably not. Well, actually, I guess I did spend like a long time reviewing. So it is entirely possible. Oh no, that's a lot of people starting hospital. That's a lot of people starting hospital. Well, unfortunately for them, I'm not gonna switch a route because I've practiced no other routes. Also, unfortunately for me, I suppose. Okay. I will say I am definitely starting to feel more tired. So, woo. Did my game crash? I think my game just crashed. An error has occurred. App running. It is not running. I can tell you right now, Steam, that it is not running. I guess let's just like close this out. Tell Steam to stop it or something. Please. I don't even see it's the process for it in thingy. Did I just like force close Steam? I think I just force close Steam and restart it. Woohoo. Okay, let's see if I can get back into my game before it actually starts. Oh my. Oh, okay. I was gonna be really upset if well, I guess I'm still gonna be kind of upset if I end up like, oh, whew, just in time. Holy crap.
The experiment will now begin. Satellite radar activated.
At least I made it.
I think this is probably part of that.
Castle.
Yeah.
Something good will be inside.
Whew. That was close.
This allows for new strategies.
Oh,
I prefer games of mind over body. Let's see. Like this? Castle.
okay, so I think, yeah, I end up making egg bread this time, I think.
Kinda miss my bed.
Just because...
Doesn't look too bad.
Wait, actually, I made... Huh. I ate my bread at some point. I don't know why I did that.
Let's see.
I guess I'll just...
Like this? Better than before.
I'll just get rid of this egg for now, I think.
I kinda miss my bed. This
Yeah,
allows for
I'll
new
definitely need to worry
strategies.
about food more. I think last game I was maybe 10 seconds faster. Okay, this is a little doomed, I think.
This?
This is like the worst spawn in Pond. Oops.
Better than before. Let's see.
Okay,
A subject has been terminated.
I think I'm actually pretty okay on time. I'll try walking to cemetery, but
Promote.
let's see what happens.
Did I hear a frog?
A subject has been terminated.
Injuries are just a matter of probability.
Hmm.
Death follows defeat.
A new area has been restricted.
Someone...
You really didn't see this coming. It's a good atmosphere to play a couple games. This is enough. You really
Hmm.
A subject
Just
has
really
been
hoping for
terminated.
leather there.
something good will be inside. Let's see. Useful. For there to be a winner, there needs to be a loser. Entrance, exit. Just part of the game. Better than before. Better than before. Not bad, wouldn't you
Oh,
say?
do you have a bracelet? No.
houses here are nice. I'll make the first move. I see their results. What's inside? I'll make the first move. Know thy enemy, and know yourself.
What's that Rio doing? She'd probably kill me if she found me.
I don't miss. A new area has been
Oh, I think I'm dead.
I don't miss. You can't stop me.
I like
I'm running into someone else. Oh, I should have been doing.
Subject has been terminated. I don't miss.
Okay. I don't wish I could just skip results. Risk the emotion. Wow. Okay. Anyways. This will load. Yeah, so when do I eat that bread? That's what I want to know. Oh, I ate it right here. Oh, I was trying to eat it because I figured I was gonna make chocolate stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I'm moving here. We go here. Oh, yeah, I got a really bad spawn here. Doing this stuff. I'm trying to get RNG leather from bats and not getting it. Yeah, I decided to skip the wolves just to make sure I got this real quick. That, and then I duck into chapel. Still no leather. Actually, the Rio, I guess, killed someone. Okay, so at this point I'm full build, but my mastery is not very high because my hunt score is only 4. Yeah, also I'm wondering if I'm like just more of a scaling character. Okay, so at this point, yeah, the Rio had 1 kill, she was full build. Her damage is unavoidable. Yeah, she's probably coming up through that. Oh wait, no, she came up through there. Okay, so then I see her and I'm just like, I don't want to take this fight. And she's... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I had like ulted her E, I would have actually been able to leave. Oh, actually, I could have left there if I didn't start fighting. Oh yeah, I could have gotten out so easy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, like at this point, if I just have my E and like, you know, I could like maybe place camera, go over there. She might still see me, but like even just having like an extra little bit of space and just like touching this and then just like running more, like it's still pretty close. Like if I hadn't run into the 11, admittedly I probably should have pathed up this way once I saw those pings, but you know, I just didn't react in time. Or you know, I could have pathed this way and then E'd over there, which I guess the 11 would have probably still followed me, but still. Yeah, man, I could have gotten out so easy. Also, I don't think it would have really helped. I could have gone over that wall, but like after she uses her dash. But the only way oh, actually, I guess I would have been able to see which way she was going. If she doesn't have cams, I can just go whichever way she doesn't. But yeah. Man, that's like a pretty big mistake right there. Okay. Well, that was actually pretty good. I haven't played Adela in quite a while. So like, pretty happy with the game 2 thing. Game 1, I think I just got kind of griefed. It's whatever. This game, I made a pretty bad mistake about escaping, but game 2, I think I played maybe as well as I could have. Anyways, if you watched all the way through, thank you very much. And I hope to see you again.